Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Cardcraft. Thanks for joining me today. What I wanted to show you today was a full flip through of probably the quickest journal I've ever done in my life. I started this on the Tuesday night, finished it on the Friday. I came across in amongst my stash some little canvas notebooks. They're just a canvas one. They just had an elasticated band around them with a plain little notebook inside that comes out. And I thought, oh, I can do something with those. Beautiful paper inside them. So I sat back, came home that night from work, and the first thing I did was I grabbed some lace and tea-dyed it, because in my mind I wanted it to all go with this nice, soft, neutral tonings. The one that I actually grabbed to start with was a green. So I'll show you how I've worked on it all and all the rest. But my challenge to myself was to not use any of my patterned papers, my digital papers or anything else. Everything I wanted to do in this journal was stamped. So apart from the lace and the flower that I've got on the front closure, everything else is stamped. It has been a challenge. Stamping is my first love and I love it, but my word, it took so many stamps. I had so much mess. You should have seen the mess that I had floating around me. It's all cleaned up now. It's all good. And all my stamps have been put away, but oh wow. So first things first, I'll undo them. So it's just still on the elasticated one. I actually had some 12 by 12 scrapbook paper that was in a canvas. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it was just, it's paper backed and it was just in a canvas print, but it's like an actual canvas. So I used that to cover over the green of the canvas, but I wanted to leave just the edging to highlight that. And so I didn't have to change the closure as well then, so that it all tied in together. I've then stamped a flower on the front section, and where he opens up, I've got remember your yesterdays and look towards tomorrow. So my whole thing is stamped. Welcome to the journey of my stamped journal. So I've gone through, the only things, I've got to lie, the only thing that's not stamped are my journal lines. They are a stencil. They're a Carta Bella 6x6 inch stencil that I just love, that works so well for these. Because they're different variances in the lines, they give a real homemade look to my lines. So I've used the stencil for everything. This is a serviette, just the backing of the serviette that I have then stamped, glued on and scrunched up as I've glued it on to give a little bit of texture. Each pocket has a stamped tag, which of course have all been lined. So I won't turn them all over, but I'm telling you, they've all been pre-lined as well. So the whole thing is completely finished. Now, some pages are just journaling or pretties, as I call them. Some have pockets and tags. Now these ones are actually the piece that I've cut off from here. Because it was a spiral bound notebook, I've just cut across where I want my tag to go, and the piece that I tore out, I then just used as an actual tag itself. Some of the others, where I've wanted these sorts of tags, I've used a punch along them. But for the majority of times, it's been the piece that I've actually torn out. So this one has actually just been the punch. So it's been a heavier weight cardstock that I've had to try and match it all in. And I thought I'd have to take some pages out as well to fit it in the action closure, because I was constricted to just how much I could put in it, whereas most of my journals are very gator-mouthed. I didn't have to with this one in the end, so I was quite pleasantly surprised with that. This one, of course, I mucked up my stamp, so of course, embrace imperfection. More tags. More tags. Again, this one has been stamped onto the backing of a serviette and then adhered down, but I've adhered this one flat over my background stamp. Just journaling, stamping, double edge with this one, so a double pocket. Now the pieces that I've trimmed off here are what I've actually used for, where were we? Next one over, for these. So these ones that I've cut off, I've then used on to make my little tuck pockets here. So another little tuck pocket there, another little piece that I've torn off from around there. More little pockets, lots and lots of journaling. It's probably got more journaling than I've ever done in a journal as well, but everything has been stamped. There's another one. It's probably, look, as I said, it took me 3 days. It was constant work. I did have a day off work in the middle of all that. But it's by far and wide, it's now ended up being my favourite little journal. As I've got a couple of these little canvas journals, I am going to make some more of them. I may make one that's just then challenge myself with patterned paper. So this one has the 3 little tags in it and the 2 pockets. My little birdie, which has been stamped and then with a frame stamped around him. The bird who dares to fall is the bird who learns to fly. And more stamps, and this time I've used a little piece of my lace from my front cover and stamped him, and just used a, what are they called? Staple? Just used a staple on the top to sit him in so that he frames himself over the thumb hole, because I wanted some things coming out. Oh, speaking that, this one is just that paper ribbon, and I've stamped that as well to give it, just so that it goes in through with everything else. Right, almost at the end. More little pockets, and again, these are the ones that have come off all these when I've cut them out. And right to my end. Then put more journaling here. I don't know if you can see all that or whether I've even stayed in shot. Luckily, as I said, they came out, which made them a lot easier to work on. But I'm just so pleased with how it ended up, and it was such a quick and easy little journal. Do you that way? I've just hot glued my flower onto my ribbon and done. Most of my journals take me months because I'll do other little projects. I'll do a page here, a page there. This one, as I said, came home Tuesday night from work, tea-dyed my lace, and then Wednesday I started actually working on it. By Friday night, Friday afternoon, it was finished, front cover done and all the rest. Lots of mess included, but my journal was complete, and I'm really, really happy with how it came out. Looking forward to starting another one now. I did do, during the week, a Craft With Me video where we went through a couple of pages, and I did a couple of pages with everybody. I will put the link up for that one in the description so that you can see a couple of pages being done. I hope you've enjoyed my journal. I promise next time to get back to some normal tutorials with our videos. If you do like my channel, please hit like and subscribe. I hope we're all having a good time, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for that, guys. Bye.